Good evening. I figure I should do a little introduction here. This is my garage. It should have a couple cars in it, but instead it just has this mess, because that's just the way things go. I've wanted to be a machinist since I was probably 9. I like machining. It's fun. By day, I manufacture and service machinery in the company I work, and I enjoy it so much that I bring a little bit of it home. But main goal of this little machine shop corner is to enjoy machining without having to worry about deadlines and trying to keep the customers happy and all the usual stuff that you deal with a business. I like old machines. I like CNC machining. I like manufacturing in general. Particularly I like the history of it though. I like manual machining. I like things that have had a chance to prove themselves. A lot of the stuff I do involves taking stuff that has run its course, wore itself out, and then kind of bringing it back so it can keep going. I'm sure there's like a nostalgia factor, but I'm a young kid, and I've never been there where these machines started, so I don't know if you can really call it nostalgia. In my mind, it's about trusting things that have already proven themselves. I'm a believer that you can always take something that has strayed away from where it once was and bring it back. You can't always do that with something that was built inferiorly. I'm a big fan of old American iron machinery, and I know there's a lot of guys that really enjoy working with imported machinery, and they do excellent things with them. They know tips and tricks of how to make them work, and they just do really cool stuff with them, and that's awesome. But I go a different route. I like keeping the old stuff going. These main 3 machines here are what I'll be doing most of my projects with, and I'll get into those later. But I like working on old cars, old machinery, fixing things, making tools. I grew up in my dad's shop. It was kind of instilled in me that the value of having tools and having skills. There are things I think it's just important to know, not just because it can make you money, but just because, there's always, that worst case scenario of, what happens when the world ends and you have to make a screwdriver? What are you going to do? But half the time I don't think it's necessarily that extreme. I think just a lot of it is just understanding the way the world works and how to apply yourself to it. I think there's great value in being a manufacturer of something and not just trading hands with things, but actually being able to build things. I think that's important. That said, obviously a lot of what I do is remanufacturing, taking things that have already been there, bringing them back. But I think, the more of the stuff I get remanufactured, the more of it I can use to build new stuff. I always thought it'd be cool to build a crossbow. Maybe I'll do that one day. Make a working trebuchet, make a little steam engine. That's the kind of stuff I think is fun. But anyway, old tools, lots of projects. Like I said, I'm young. I got a family. I don't have a lot of time. Most of the time I do have is either spent hanging out with my family or trying to work to keep the bills paid. But every now and then I have an evening or late night where I can get in here and do some stuff. But anyway, I don't want to talk your ear off. So that's a little introduction to what I do, why I do it, why all this stuff is here, what the meaning of life is, whatever you want to call it. So, enjoy.